Max Gosselin, marketing assistant, snow reporter, and I work for Thomas Brendel. He's my boss, director of marketing for Attitash and Wildcat. So daily schedule, usually the alarm goes off about 4:30 in the morning. I'll hit snooze 1 or 2 times from there, roll out of bed, then into the shower. That'll wake you up nice. From there, start my breakfast, get the English muffin going, then I'll go get dressed, prepared for the day. Usually check the weather out in advance so that I know what I should be wearing. Always bringing extra layers to be prepared. As I say, there's no such thing as cold, just people who underdress. From there, make myself a nice pot of coffee that I can take with me on the road, throw all the gear in the car, and then hit the road toward the mountain. Then from there, get to the mountain, unlock the building, turn the alarm off, and from there go up to my office. Once I get to the desk, I fire up the computer, go through all the outlets I like to look at. So National Weather Service is one, go to the models, see the snow there, see what we have going on for the day. And then from there I'm gonna write my comments. Some mornings a little tougher than others, not much happening, then it's gonna find things to write. If not, snowstorm, kind of like what's happening right now. Makes it a little easier, you get fired up for it. So write the Word document up, that'll be my comments. From there we have multiple outlets we go through, so Resorts Interactive will update our website. Snow Country, On the Snow, we have an international ski report we go to, and then I go around to the different base lodges, posting at the trail maps, posting on the bulletin boards. Places I go around to, the Adventure Center, out to the hotel in Bear Peak, making sure everything's stocked. Usually have a nice chat with the guest service people. All set? All set. Awesome. And from there I'll get back to my desk. Usually social media, that's where we like to post, Facebook, Twitter. Tell people what's going on, check out our snow report, there's a daily deal happening. Just a way to kind of update people with what's going on, get them to our snow report page to check it out. Measuring snow, it's not an exact process, but there are ways of doing it where it works out a little better than others. So normally we'd use a board, snow falls on the board, you measure down to the board and that gives you your snowfall. This past summer, I got in touch with the National Weather Service and asked what we could do to report to them, show them our snowfall. And a lady from National Weather Service came out, brought out some gear, some things that I'd never seen before. We have this little ruler supplied by National Weather Service that's going to tell us how much liquid we're putting in this cylinder right here. Measuring the melted equivalent of snow, what we do is we have a canister that's 8 inches around where the snow falls inside of it. Then we have another cylinder that we're able to pour hot water in. We measure the hot water, see what we have, pour that into the canister, melts all the snow, make sure it melts everything. I'm gonna drop it in there to melt the water, the snow rather. We're gonna take our funnel, throw it right on there, pour it back in so you get the second number, which is always larger. Subtract the first number from the second number, and you're gonna end up with the melted equivalent of the snow. And so we ended up with a total of 1.71. So we'll do the math there. I'm gonna write that down. So that's a liquid to water ratio of 1 inch of rain equals 4.6 inches of snow, being very heavy snow. This year was a little bit of a challenge. Ended up going through a microdiscectomy on a herniated disc that I had in my back. Been a chronic problem that bothered me for a while and took me away from the slopes for some time, and it really makes you reflect on how great of a gift it is to be able to be out there enjoying what you love. And you miss it even more when it's taken away from you. But 6 weeks off snow, was able to continue doing the job even though it wasn't the easiest thing. But after that, through a lot of physical therapy and hard work, been able to get back out on the slopes and the health is coming back. Skiing is my passion, and I find that to be a big part of the snow reporting, is that if you love what you're doing, then you don't really consider it a job. It's more of a way of life, and especially that passion for skiing comes out. You gotta love it no matter what. Even the toughest days, you're out there skiing, and just something about being on the mountain, the freedom you experience, and waiting for the best days. Goes from the early season, chasing that man-made snow, all the way through storm days in the winter. And then when it finally warms up, the layers come off, and just do that spring shred, kind of look back, and you recollect on the season. And it's nice to look back on when you can enjoy the warm days, work on that goggle tan, and get out there and really enjoy it for what it's worth. And no, the biggest thing is you don't get to enjoy it all year. You only have a few months of the year that you get to enjoy it, so it's not something you always have to go and do, and you got to cherish the moments you do have out there. No matter if you're getting 1-2 days a season or putting in 100 plus, you're getting out there and doing it, and that's the best part of this industry. Is there's something everybody can share, the freedom. There's no right way to do it, but as long as you're having fun, that's the way to do it.